Going live in 30 seconds. Live in 20 seconds. Live in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now it's time for Powell County Pirate Sports on the Powell County Sports Network. For a full list of games to be broadcast, the platforms those games will be broadcast on, and the sponsors that support this event, please visit listenlikealocal.com and click on the Powell County Sports Network banner on the home page. Select games will be broadcast on a combination of platforms, including 104.9 FM The Pickup, NFHS Network, WSKV-FM on Facebook Live, at Powell County Sports Network on YouTube, and streaming audio accessible on any internet-connected device. Just say, "Hey Google, Siri, or Alexa, play Pickup Country 104.9 FM," or visit listenlikealocal.com. Powell County Pirate Athletics broadcast is made possible by great sponsors, but to continue to bring you the many high-quality broadcasts, we need your help. If you own a business or are part of an organization, church, or nonprofit and would like to support the broadcast of the Powell County Pirate Sports while promoting your brand to loyal listeners like you, just give us a call, 606-663-2811. Don't forget, you can directly support Powell County Pirate Athletics by purchasing an annual subscription to the NFHS Network at nfhsnetwork.com. You can also directly support your Powell County Pirates by attending games in person. Get your tickets at the GoFan app. You can also find links to NFHS Network and the GoFan app at the Powell County Sports Network page at listenlikealocal.com. And now, let's join our PCSN broadcast team live at the game.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Powell County Sports Network coverage of Powell County High School athletics. Ken Simon along with David Faulkner, Ethan Moore, Nevaeh Bridgeman back in the studio with you as we are here for senior night for girls softball as the Powell County Lady Pirates playing host to the Owsley County Lady Owls. The Lady Pirates coached by Christina Powell, and the Lady Owls of Owsley County coached by Jeremy Brewer. Lady Pirates coming in with a record of 8-11 on the season, 1-3 in district play. And Owsley County coming in with a record of 2-15 on the season, 0-4 in district play. But David, you look at last night's games between both of these teams. Owsley County faced off against Cordia. The Lady Pirates faced off against Jackson City, doubleheader, but they scored huge runs. 19, I think, it went for the Lady Pirates, 17, I think, for Owsley County in one of their games, but put up a lot of offense last night. Not quite sure what we'll obviously see here tonight, but both of these teams definitely capable of putting up some big runs.
Well, the big thing about the Pirates, I think, last night was, at least the first game, was you had Schick go the first game and I think held Jack City to nothing. I'm not sure what the final score of the second game was, or even who pitched the second game. I mean, she could have pitched the second game. I'm not aware of that right now, but I think Kylie can shut a team down if she's on. If she's not on, then obviously you may get more hits, and if there's walks out there, then we've seen some teams take advantage of us through that avenue, which is the walks and errors sometimes. So Again, the team kind of goes the way the pitcher goes, and that's the way this sport is. It's really sad to say that, and it's still. We started this thing in 1995 with a fast pitch softball. We continue today, and it's still a pitcher-dominated sport. Hitting has got much better over the time. I think sometimes you get the matchups now where you either have a really good team or you have questionable speed on the pitcher or whatever, and you have some of these teams really struggle with really, really good pitching, but they are pretty good against just decent pitching. And everybody kind of can have a decent little pitcher. It's just, Owsley County's coming back this year without their starting pitcher returning. Lost her last year for the graduation, so they really didn't have a number two as much last year. And we were kind of in the same boat here. We didn't really have. We had a two, which was Ella Napier, and a three with Kenzie Witt. It's their senior night tonight, Powell County's, and I see Kenzie's in a sling. I knew she hurt her shoulder maybe a couple of games ago, and so I thought she is likely out for the season, I would think, at this point in time. So, you're talking about Powell County down to just two pitchers now, which will be Kylie Schick and Ella Napier at this time.
Yeah, and at that point, obviously Ella Napier not necessarily she's a kind of a go-to pitcher, kind of, right? She's normally playing in the infield in that shortstop position and stepped up really this year and kind of took on that role as a need. But, you and I have talked, whether you're broadcasting or you were coaching, girls putting themselves in a position to be a pitcher, it's low numbers, right? And it's unfortunate that we don't have enough girls that are willing to come in and pitch, and obviously it starts at an early age.
It's a position to me where you have to have a really short memory. You have to have a little bit of an I don't care attitude. If that makes any sense, I've watched some really good pitchers perform over the years, and some of those kids have got one thing in common is they don't like losing,
right?
But also have fun doing the job they're doing. So if you don't enjoy the job in the circle, it's not a job for everybody, and it's really not. Again, you can pick this kid you think can be a pitcher, and you're totally wrong. I had some kids I thought maybe make really good pitchers, and really didn't have the mental approach to pitching. And again, you got to have a short memory. You can't remember. You can't you can't dwell on the good innings. You can't dwell on the bad innings. You just got to pitch and do your best you can. So pitching is something to me I think that really needs to begin around 8 or 9 at the latest. If you haven't started by the time you're 12, you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes, and I'm not going to our leagues, but our leagues don't even start. I don't think kid pitch till like 9, and you're not that you're behind. You're right on time with that 9, but you have to have several kids that are pitching at that league, and at that point, and you got to really be patient with them, having good instruction at the beginning, because it's so crucial to have the right mechanics early on. If you don't, then it's a bunch of fixes going through, and maybe you're just not as good as what you think you are. And again, everybody's got their own thoughts about what comes first with pitching. Should it be speed? Should it be location? Should it be got to throw strikes? And I have learned if you throw strikes in this game, they get hit really hard. So
right, yeah,
you have to find a way to either spin the ball or work it in and out with different pitches. It is a lot like baseball. There's not a lot of difference. We got fans that love baseball, and I keep telling them, and I've told them for years, if you would just come to a few of these games, you would love softball probably as much or more than you do baseball. And I'm a big baseball fan, and of course you know that as well. But man, this sport is so much fun. I think it's more enjoyable to watch a good softball game than to watch a good baseball game. It's just not that I don't enjoy both, but now these softball games are lasting as long as some of the baseball games are because of the quality of the teams. But that being said, looks like we now have umpires here, so we're getting closer to a start time here on senior night for the Lady Pirates.
I'm going to take the
lineup
card. Yeah, card from you there.
Since I'm just holding it, not doing anything with it, right?
Well, at least get me, on track in many respects, right? And again, it is senior night. You want to mention who those seniors are?
Yeah, for Powell County, Susie Barber, one of our seniors. try to go in the alphabetical order they went in a while ago. I'm not sure I can do that right now, but anyway, you caught me
On
off
my list?
Yeah, give me my list. I don't want to get them wrong here. I coached them all, so I should know them all, but I want to try to get them in order, alphabetical, like they were announced earlier. It was Susie Barber, and then the second. Well, maybe I wasn't out of order when I was thinking it. Riley McIntosh, Emily Reed, then we had Zaylee Strange and Mackenzie Witt. Again, all those are 4-year players, with the exception of Reed, who came out last year and played for us, and Mackenzie Witt had 1 year she missed with an injury. So really, she's a 4-year player. I think they mentioned 3 on the bio before the game, but she was injured 1 year and had to sit out. So that's the 5 seniors, and really this season, when you look at all of our seniors that we've had, really only one of those seniors is a predominant starter. We've seen spot start for Briley and I think that Reed has had a few starts, as well as Kinsey getting a few starts this year. But the predominant starter for the Pirates has been Zaylee Strange. She's had a really nice senior season this year. Zaylee coming in and hitting .340 on the season by our last stats, coming off a shoulder injury last year. She's had a much better season this year. So, I wish well for all of our seniors. You've already written the lineup down, so I haven't seen it yet. So I'm not sure they're starting their seniors or.
That they are.
Okay. I would have thought they would. Not sure how long they'll play. They'll probably get them at least one at bat in, I would think, or at least them play the field and see where it goes. This is a game where Powell County could win this game. That being said, we've said that before several times, and it doesn't always pay off.
And under the circumstances, again, it's nice to be able to actually put them into the game, right? A lot of times, certain players, you don't get necessarily a whole lot of playing time, but the way this season has gone, kind of the ups and downs. But, again, as we mentioned earlier, they're capable of putting up some runs, quite a few runs. They come in with a season or team batting average of .333, and then when you look at here, I'll give that back to you. Then when you look at Owsley County, .209 on the season. The team ERA for the Lady Pirates 10.71, for Owsley County 18.99. And again, that just goes to show again the number of players, probably not a lot of experience, young, right? You're talking about 2 8th graders for Owsley County and a 7th grader and a sophomore for the Lady Pirates. But when you don't have a lot of experience and players aren't necessarily interested in fulfilling that role, it's very difficult under those circumstances to find somebody. But again, Lady Pirates ended up getting 2 wins last night for themselves, and hopefully they can keep those bats going for themselves. We've not seen them in a good while, really. It's been a couple of weeks, whether it's due to weather or other obligations, etc. But still, it has been a while. So we'll see how things actually go here tonight for these players. We'll set the starting lineups first. We'll start on the offense for. Thank you. We'll start on the offense for
the Owls.
Owsley County. Leading off will be number 17, the third baseman Lily Thomas. Batting second, number 3, Alyssa Price at second base. In the third spot, number 5, the pitcher Lauren Gay. Batting fourth, number 29, the center fielder Presley Gay. Batting in the 5 spot, number 23, the shortstop Paisley Marshall. Batting sixth, number 4, the first baseman Layla Hoskins. And batting seventh, number 24, the catcher Davin Hogan. I said that right? Is that right? Davin.
You just told me before the game, it looked like Kinsey Witt's going to somehow throw a first pitch here with her left hand and to her catcher, which is her sister. So Kinsey's going to just throw his first pitch as a part of her senior night festivities. So kudos for Kinsey. Don't throw back to her, she said. Don't throw back to me.
Yeah. I'm going to go back real quick. Batting eighth, Lila Spence, the left fielder, and batting ninth, number 16, Carly Creech, the right fielder.
Yeah. Again, kudos to Kinsey. Good kudos for the coach for allowing her to go out there and throw a first pitch, a ceremonial first pitch for her to get her at least out there on the field to start the ball game. But now we start for real with Lily Thomas.
Kylie Schick on the mound for the Lady Pirates. There's a foul ball for strike one.
Again, normally Kylie has been running that ball into right-handed batters pretty well. Has a little bit of a breaking ball now, and at times throws the ball pretty hard. As a 4th, 7th grader, again, very young.
Here's the pitch from Schick. Swing and a miss for strike two to Lily Thomas.
Got that high fastball. No chance at that pitch.
Thomas coming in with a 167 batting average. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss.
Right
on the
back
foul
to it.
tip. Yep. A good start here for the Lady Pirates. Coming up to the plate, the second baseman, number 3, Alyssa Price.
And you recognize some of these names from Owsley County, or at least I do, from their basketball program, who has been successful the last several years.
Here comes the pitch. Going to be low for ball one.
Owsley County is one of those schools where it's so small in population, if they don't play everything, you're not going to have much success at these schools.
No. It's tough, isn't it?
It is.
But it's nice that they can, get the girls. They're going to foul that one off right here.
You didn't flinch.
I tracked it. I felt like Pete Rose.
I tracked it, but now, if it had been right in my face, I'd have flinched.
Well, we were at the baseball game, right? We ended up.
We got plenty of room to think about it over there,
Yeah. What dented the fence right there where we were last time?
Look at the dent in this fence. It's been there for years, though.
1-1 is the count with one out here to Alyssa Price. Here's the pitch from Schick. Going to be high and outside for ball two.
Looked like more of an intentional miss there by Kylie. Or he's trying to get her to chase.
Here's the pitch.
Right at me.
And you didn't even flinch. Man, you're getting used to it at this point, right?
I could track that one all the way from her hand. I picked that up from her hip like you're supposed to, and it's coming right at me and Ethan. May have split us.
I was expecting you to put your hand up like you're going to catch it. 3-1.
I knew the fence was going to stop it.
3 balls and 1 strike to Price. Here's the pitch. Going to be outside. Oh. Going to get a strike. Full count. Three balls and 2 strikes now to Price with Lauren Gay, the pitcher, on deck. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Again, a nice start here for Kylie Schick. Help me out here. Who do we have in right field?
Emily Reed.
Baker Reed. Where am I at? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, not batting. Brooklyn Sloamy batting in that spot.
So Lauren Gay now up to the plate, the pitcher.
I did flinch a little bit on that one.
Ball one.
I'm used to pressure catching all of those. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to flinch a little bit.
And just for my confirmation, is that Baker over in left field?
Faber,
Faber.
yeah.
Right back to the pitcher. Throw to first, and they'll go 1-2-3. So the 1-3 ground out as Owsley County will come up empty. We'll head to the bottom of the first. You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
At Powell County Farm Bureau, James Dennis and Anna Tipton offer unmatched dedication and personal attention. If you're looking for a specific insurance product, they offer auto, boat, church, commercial, earthquake, farm, flood, health, home, life, mobile home, motorcycle, umbrella, and more. If you need it insured, stop by and see your insurance company. That's Powell County Farm Bureau. Big on commitment. Located at 170 Court Street in Stanton, or call them today at 606-663-2222. That's Powell County Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more.
You are not alone. Call Mountain Comprehensive Care Center today at 606-663-3336 or visit our Stanton Clinic at 369 North Main Street. You're listening to PCSN.
And welcome back here to the Powell County High School softball field here at the Powell County Athletic Complex. We are next to the football field, if you're not aware of where it is, right behind the high school. And for the top of the first inning for Powell County, it was no runs, no hits. There were no Owsley County runners left on base and no errors by the Pirates. So a clean inning by Kylie Schick and the Lady Pirates. And for Powell County, it will be Emma Risen, Maddie Kincaid, and Ella Napier to lead off here for the Lady Pirates. And a little bit more news, I guess, for Ella. Last night hit her 6th home run of the season. And I believe it's the 12th or 13th of her career. So regardless, she has set a single season record for home runs in a season and has set the all-time record for home runs in a career. Only a sophomore, so she's got some time to play, but that number will grow, but already at 6 for 2025.
Yeah, that's impressive nonetheless. Now let's set the defense for you again on the mound for the Lady Owls. Lauren Gay behind the plate. David Hogan over at first base. Where am I at here? First base, Layla Hoskins. Over at second base, Alyssa Price. Third base, Lily Thomas. The shortstop, Paisley Marshall. Over in left field, Lila Spence. In center field, it is Presley Gay. And in right field, it is Carly Creech.
You can lead off with Risen. Risen having a good season this year. She's batting, I do have our stats, but Emma coming in batting at .353 on the season, has had 18 hits, and also 5 stolen bases if she gets on.
Again, a lot of these Lady Pirate players, high averages, right? You know, really nice averages. Again, .333 for the team, which is respectable.
Yeah, that's we're between 315 and 330, 340. About where we've been for the last several years. Now, our winning record is about like theirs this year, which have not had winning records, but the offense keeps rolling.
So the first pitch to Rise in the center fielder is low for a ball, and it was probably ball 2, but she's going to swing and miss.
I would think you'll be
Even
right.
Count 1-1. Sometimes you get anxious, right? You know.
This kid does a little bit.
Here's the 1-1 from Gay. There's a strike on the outside.
Now you got to be ready.
1 ball and 2 strikes. 56th district action here in the Powell County Lady Pirates playing host to the Owsley County Lady Owls. Swing and a miss. And throw going to be down to first and not going to get there. Going to be safe.
So she will not the strikeout, but she will get the first on the wild pitch or pass ball. I guess pass ball.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, the base runner for the Pirates with nobody out.
Yeah. Now stepping up to the plate, the second baseman, number 5, Maddie Kincaid. Nobody out. Swing and a miss.
Early.
And the runner will go. So strike 1 to Kincaid with Ella Napier on deck.
This is where you really have to focus and just try to hit it right back up the middle. Try to pull it, slow your bat down a little bit, let it get to you.
It's a grounder down the third base line. Throw over to first and going to be safe. So runners on the corners.
So I guess that's an infield hit there, right? No bobble on the play, was there?
No. I think just good speed that time by Kincaid. Throw was a little bit low, and it was close.
But
the
first baseman dug it out, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I credited a hit, because there's a nice play by the first baseman to dig it.
Now Ella Napier up at the plate, shortstop for the Lady Pirates. The grounder's going to be pulled foul down the third base line for
This
strike
is
1.
When you are Zaylee Strange and the coaches back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Zaylee,
There's
so
been
don't hit me.
There's been some rockets down there. You've had a couple of
That's one.
couple of those sitting on your bucket.
I know
down
we
there.
missed the pre-game. They had the senior night activity. I think every player gave the same favorite moment, which was Coach Napier getting knocked off a bucket. And I remember the play well. It was a line drive hit. He was trying to get off that bucket. There was no chance. He just went straight back.
Right.
It was funny.
Yeah.
I didn't see it all, but
Here's the pitch. There's a shot to center field. It's going to go over and to the fence.
Base of the fence.
Throw into second. It's going to be close. Going to get there safely. So a stand-up double that time by Napier. She'll also get the RBI as Risen will come in.
And that ball was an absolute shot. But she back caught up with Maddie on that one. Maddie did what she was supposed to, make sure it wasn't caught first. And
foul tip for strike one to Zaylee Strange, the third baseman.
let it get a little bit deeper. Again, that ball's dropping before it gets to them, and they're having a hard time staying on top. You just got to kind of go down and hit it the other way. It makes it the easiest way to hit this slower pitching if you're used to the fast stuff.
Again, Price, just an eighth grader, but that's good form there. That's going to foul that one off for strike two. Again, the way that ball just drops, right? Looks like it's going to come right there.
It makes it an effective pitch.
Yeah.
I think, maybe the second time around you figure it out a little bit, but first time around you're not used to seeing this.
There's the 0-2. Going to miss on the outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I think kudos to her. She's going to make a good pitcher since she's young. If she'll just stay with it, find some lessons in the off season and try to put some work in. Good athlete.
Brooklyn Sloan on deck for the Lady Pirates. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first, and they're going to get the out. Play at the plate, and going to get there safely.
Whew. Maddie was about 5 minutes late getting there. It's when the ball was thrown, she still hadn't left third base, and she waited to throw back to go and made it, but made it close. Napier moved on down to third on the play as well. So Strange picks up the strikeout, but the runners move up. That's just the first out, right?
It is. Lady Pirates leading 2-0 now with Napier down at third. Brooklyn Sloan, the plate, swing and a miss for strike one. Tell you what, she's again. You can't say enough about Lauren Gay, the pitcher on the mound. I mean, she's got some good stuff going so far here. I think everybody's basically just whiffed at least one of those pitches, right? Here's the 0-1.
The pitch that's going to give her trouble is the one that's a little bit high starting out, but it drops in her hitting zone. Right now she's starting out in the hitting zone and it's dropping below. That's what's causing the little problems right now.
So 1-1 now to Brooklyn Sloan, the designated player. Swing and a miss.
I mean, it's just like a good changeup right now. Every pitch is like a changeup. So if you've got an approach to hit the changeup, it's where you need to go with this. Just shorten everything up. Try to go the other way. Wait as long as you can. Take the swing. And just keep it alive.
It's the pitch. A miss high. 2-2.
Napier getting a good jump. There's one gets by the catcher. I'm sure she's probably coming right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to Sloan. And Powell County leading 2-0 here, bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Gonna miss.
Wisely did not decide to come.
Take the count full. Riley McIntosh on deck.
The balls that come back, straight back, usually don't allow you to score, but it's the balls that go off to the sides, hit the concrete, where it bounces up the line or down the line at third, those are the ones that you have better opportunity to score on.
Here's the full count pitch. There's a shot to left field, and it's going to get in for a base hit. She's going to get all the way to second. So Napier will score. Sloan will end up at second. Is that a single or a double?
Single E7 is what I have.
That's what I thought.
It was. Yep. She had the ball. I guess it just got under her glove at contact. So the run scores RBI nonetheless for Briley McIntosh.
First baseman for the Lady Pirates. Swing and a miss. The runner will go.
222 on the season. She is the one senior on the team that has the most plate appearances this season.
0-1 the count. Be down in the dirt. Even the count at 1-1.
Courtesy runner in for Sloan. Well, that's a bench runner, would it not?
No.
Yeah.
No, that's her. Down at third.
That Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's the blonde hair threw me off again. And I know she had it colored. And I'm behind.
There's a grounder to the shortstop. Run will score and going to get there. So the 6-3 Ground out on the fielder's choice for out number 2. And that will bring in Sloan for another run for the Pirates. They'll lead 4-0.
So, Briley can say, at least I got an RBI minimum
Right.
on my senior night. So, nice job by Briley there. Get the run in.
Susie Barber, the left fielder up. There's a shot right back to the pitcher. She's going to run it out. So get there safely. Yeah, that was.
Ooh, that's one you don't like to see.
Right back.
And I don't know if she knocked it out with her bare hand or off her arm.
I think it went off of her glove. I think it just. I'm not so sure she even moved as much as it was. The glove happened to be right there.
That ball was smoked right back at her. That's the one thing you hate. You don't ever never want to see it. You teach your players to do that. Go back up the middle, but sometimes there's somebody standing there,
Now stepping up to the plate, number 8 here in the lineup, the catcher Presley Eplin. I'll foul that one off. Strike 1.
Susie, over the years, when she gets her opportunities, when she hits the ball, she hits it so hard. And those limited opportunities she's had in her career.
Pitch. I'll foul that one off for strike 2. So Eplin's down on the count 0-2 with 2 outs. Runner over at first. Powell County leading 4-0 here over Owsley County. She manages to get on base. Kylie Schick is on deck.
I got you, Ken.
Should that be an out right there? Ricochets off, and did you catch it like that?
Only if you're up 24-0. Yeah, hadn't recorded an out, then you might call it.
Count remains 0-2. That was a good hit in that regard as far as the way it bounced back. There's a shot. The shortstop going to get there.
I don't think.
Nope.
No chance.
And will not. And the runner's going to
go to third. Good job by
Susie. Yeah, nice job to extend that out.
That ball, she got a really good jump off first on the contact. It was a slow roller that the shortstop played deep. But by the time the throw got to first base, she'd already made her turn to third. Good base running there by Susie Barber. And a base hit by Eplin. So, see if Kylie Schick can keep this going here.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. The runner does advance down to second, so Eplin will get the stolen base. And it was a strike to Schick as we'll head back up to the top of the order. She manages to get on base.
And Kylie coming in as a 7th grader. I think she got great potential as a hitter as well.
There's a base hit.
Shot up the middle.
1 run is going to score.
As I say it.
2 runs will score. She's going to take it out to a double, and she'll get there.
Give her 2 on that one then.
Yeah, nice hit right up the middle.
And 2 RBIs.
Now back up to the top of the order. Emma Risen started things off. The pitch, pop fly, heads up. And somehow manages to miss everybody.
Caught easily by Alyssa Tharp, one of my former players. No problem. I got on the second bounce. Desi was ducking. She's on the front row back here. Alyssa caught it.
So 0-1 now. 2 outs. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. Hine's going to miss for ball 1.
It's always nice to see when some of your past graduates are coming back and watch your team play, support your former teammates. Good to see these young ladies out here.
The pitch. There's a strike. 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Swing, gonna miss. Should be 3.
It is 3. They're waiting on the put out at first base on the short hop.
So it'll be out number 3. The Lady Pirates will get 6 across though. They'll leave 1 stranded. They'll lead 6-0 here. We'll head to the top of the second here on the Powell County Sports Network.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy, Marketing Manager at Appalachian Wireless, here to let you know that upgrading has never been easier. Bring your own device or trade in your current device to get connected to the region's best network and to start saving on today's latest smartphones. No matter how you upgrade, we've got a solution just for you. Visit us on the web at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Toyota South in Richmond is moving forward. Family owned and operated since 1915. Meet General Manager Charlie Johnson.
I was raised right here in Powell County by my grandparents. They taught me to be honest and treat others with courtesy and respect. And that's what you can expect from me. I would like to personally invite you to take the short drive to Toyota South in Richmond. Whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle, as General Manager at Toyota South, I will make your short drive well worth your time. Come see me soon at Toyota South in Richmond.
Toyota South in Richmond. Online at toyotasouth.com or call their friendly staff at 877-605-4326.
You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here. Successful top of the first inning or bottom of the first inning for the Lady Pirates, going 6 on 6 hits, one error to allow an extra base in the outfield, and good first inning for the Pirates. Again, the score had 6 runs. Again, held Owsley scoreless in the first, so Owsley back at the second inning with is it Presley Gay
will lead off. Yes.
Paisley Marshall and Layla Hoskins will be up for the Owls. Again, setting your defense again. Did you set the defense earlier for the Pirates? You did, didn't you?
Actually, I don't think I did.
Will be Briley McIntosh at first base, and that is Maddie Kincaid at second.
Yep.
Ella Napier at shortstop. Zaylee Strange at third base. Left field, Susie Barber. I think you did. Emma
Rising in center field.
Rising in center, and Emily Reed at first base. Strike one call from Schick.
Reed is in right
Emily
field.
Reed, yeah. Emily Reed in right. Kylie Schick pitching, and Presley Eplin behind the plate.
So 0-1 to Presley Gay. In the center fielder, Kylie Schick. Now going to miss. Gonna even the count at 1-1. Did you say what her average was?
I didn't know. I don't know if you did or not.
Here's the 1-1. Going to miss on the outside.
The old two-seam fastball she throws. Got a little little curve, little spin motion.
Just an 8th grader. 229 on the season.
So a pretty young team for the Owls as well, right?
2-1. There's a strike, and even
Nice
the count at 2-2. Actually, they have 1 senior and 3 juniors, and everybody else is 8th grade or 7th.
Nice problem to
team.
have when you're that young.
Here's the 2-2.
No
Swing
chance.
and a miss. Don't swing at that high pitch for out number 1 on the strikeout.
You see it's so good when it's about halfway there and it looks like it's the pitch I can really hit, and then when it gets to the mid, there's 0 chance you got to get your bat on top of the ball.
Paisley Marshall, the shortstop, coming up to the plate.
That's what those baseball players don't understand. They're so lucky not to have to face anybody that throws the rise ball.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hit that one, guys.
Chase the one down in the dirt.
Yeah, it's always one of those things that the Jenny Finch used to face some major league players, and I don't know if any of them ever got a hit off of her really, but struck a lot of those guys out. But it was the rise ball and changeup that get you going.
Miss low. 2-0 now to Paisley Marshall, again the shortstop. See where she's at. She's a 7th grader, 227 on the season. 1 out. Top of the second, Powell County leading 6-0. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Layla Hoskins on deck.
And the way the district is set right now, if Powell County is victorious over Owsley, Esther will play Owsley, and then Powell and Lee will face off again.
There's a strike. 2-2.
In the district next Saturday, as of right now.
Which is a rare occasion, right?
Yeah, actually starting a day early. You have to get special permission from the KCSA to start early, and that was done. So
there's a strike. Going to
Right
get the
down the
strikeout. So out of 5 batters faced so far by Kylie Schick, 4 have been by way of a strikeout.
Well, she's, again, this is one of her on nights so far. She's pitching really well, throwing around the plate, getting advantage. The outside pitches are on the corners, and then they're swinging at the rise ball.
Here's Layla Hoskins, the first baseman, and an 8th grader. I'll foul that one off. Everybody's
See the coach's
getting out of
duck.
the way. Yeah. Right off the end of the dugout.
Lynn was first, backed up, left Christina exposed, and she was getting out of the way quickly.
And now she's not in my view. She was just a second ago. She's not now. That's what happens when you have a left-handed hitter.
Left-handed hitter, yes.
Here's the 0-1 with 2 outs. There's a shot right back up the middle. Going to be a base hit.
Well, we don't have to worry
First
about the
hit.
no-hitter going on very long, do we?
Nope.
And that was the rise ball that just did not get the height. Didn't get up there. She doesn't get that bat around. That's the issue sometimes with the rise ball. When it doesn't get to that level you need it to, it goes a long way if you can make contact.
Now coming up to the plate, the catcher number 24, David Hogan, with 2 outs, runner at first. Owsley County trailing 6-0.
It was a curveball that time. It looked like it broke 6 to 8 inches outside.
So 1-0 is the count. She manages to get on base. Lila Spence, the left fielder, on deck. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss.
Presley wants to throw it, decides not to. I don't think she had much of a chance there. So a good decision to no throw.
No, we've also seen her throw some people out at third base.
I like her aggressiveness.
Yeah. Here's the 1-1. Going to miss on the outside. She'll throw it back to first. Oh.
I was
then
going to say design play.
Yep.
Design to play. If Maddie would have only seen that she was coming back and she had her at first base, but her first look was to the bag, and not a bad play. It's just check it runner first. You might have a pickoff.
You just might. 2-1. There's a strike.
Good pitch.
2-2.
Again, that just comes with a little experience. Maddie's normally our left fielder. She's playing second base today because they're moving someone around for the senior night activities.
2-2.
That got her. That was no chance it was going to miss her, and that was going to sting for
That
a while.
hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, that was solid.
So runner at first and second.
And the coach
Lila
was saying,
Spence.
"You're good." That's got her in the ribs. That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to bruise.
But the good thing is she's a catcher. She's used to getting hit back there behind the plate. So the one position player that's going to handle that well is always the catcher.
All right. So 2 outs. Top of the second. Owsley County up at the plate with Lila Spence. Runners at first and second. Down in the dirt. It's going to get by. It's going to come all the way down the line there.
Now, what you
The
can't
first
worry
baseman did not go.
What you can't worry about though, if you're Schick, is hitting the batter. Let that take you off your game. She was throwing really well up until that point. You got to get back in your rhythm, block it out of your head, and just keep going.
So 1-0. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Throw down to second. They're going to get her easily. Yep, sure enough.
Wow. No break from third either. So
stolen base attempt on the 1-6 throw out. That'll be the third out. They'll leave one stranded. Come up scoreless. Powell County will lead 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Parents trust the emergency department at Mercy Health Markham and Wallace Hospital when their children hurt. When an emergency strikes, we are right down the street and ready to help. We offer full-service emergency care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have X-ray, CT, and lab services on site for assessing, diagnosing, and treating patients quickly. The emergency department is a level 4 trauma center. You can expect expert care, quicker treatment, and improved outcomes. Choose the emergency department at Mercy Health Markham and Wallace Hospital in Irvine.
Allen's Hardware is a hidden gem in Clay City and known for their dependable down-home service. Visit Allen's Hardware at 30 Black Creek Road and you'll find Valspar paints, Echo Power Tools, electrical supplies, septic system accessories, key cutting services, and even U-Haul rentals. That's Allen's Hardware at 30 Black Creek Road in Clay City. To find out more, call 606-663-1122. That's 606-663-1122.
You're listening to PCSN.
Welcome back here to the Powell County High School. Softball action going on tonight. District play. Owsley County versus Powell County. So far, Owsley County in the top of the second inning with no score. Got their first hit of the game and got a hit batsman that looked pretty rough, and then got caught stealing for the third out of that second inning. So for the Pirates here in the second, be Kincaid, Napier, and Strange. Unless there are changes to be made, and I don't suspect any yet. So again, a couple of the players getting a little bit of a break tonight because the seniors are all in the starting lineup, at least as of now.
So let's see what the Lady Pirates are able to do. Be Maddie Kincaid, Ella Napier, Zaylee Strange coming up to the plate again in the bottom of the second. Powell County leading 6-0. On the mound for Owsley County, Lauren Gay. Behind the plate, David Hogan. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Got to take that pitch the other way, Maddie.
She reached on a passed ball and a
No, she got on a base hit, right?
no
Slow grounder.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yep, she did. Yep, grounder. I was looking at Emma, top of the lineup, instead of Maddie, number 2 hitter in the order, leading off here in the bottom of the second. 0-2 is the count now to Kincaid. Yeah, she had a single last time. The eventual run scored. Gonna just miss.
Yeah, it was a little high when it crossed the plate. Just had dropped in a little bit late.
1-2. Here's the pitch. There's a grounder to the shortstop, and
Ball was it?
lifted her glove up just a little bit too soon and wasn't able to field it cleanly.
So E6 on the ball hit by Kincaid, but she's a base runner nonetheless with Ella Napier to the plate. Again, Ella batting was over 617 before her first at bat, so that average is ticked up a notch. It's hard to raise that batting average when you're batting 617, Ken.
Yeah, and hit it all the way to the fence.
About hit Ethan's camera.
Squaring around like she's going to bunt, but basically
bunt?
just to get the runner to advance. So stolen base for Kincaid.
And ball one on the pitch.
Zaylee Strange on deck. Here's the pitch. Going to miss high.
And you know what Ella's got to do? Stay patient here, hit her pitches only, and not let the other stuff go. But if she's her, she's got to take a healthy rip at it.
2-0. Here's the pitch. Going to miss 3-0.
Kincaid almost halfway to third base when that pitch was delivered.
Just kind of hung out there, didn't she?
She did, and that's not a bad way to run the bases, though.
I thought she was going to go for it.
I did too. I don't think that they could get her out, but
Here's the 3-0.
see ya. That's gone.
Shot.
Number
Yeah.
7 on the season.
Yeah, that's definitely going.
See ya.
It is. And a home run. You knew as soon as that
Yeah.
bat made contact, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you could easily tell. So a home run for Napier along with the RBI.
So 2 RBIs
Nice job.
on that shot to the left field by Ella Napier. And that'll pick those totals up a little bit on the season. That'll be her. It's got her down as 5, but she won last night to make it her 6.
They don't have the last 2 games.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll make her 6 on the season, or 7 on the season, excuse me, and at least her 30th or 31st RBI. So again, nice shot. 31st at least without the 2 games. So I know she could picked up a couple. So getting that RBI total up as well.
Now Zaylee Strange coming up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Going to get a ball. Well, what's interesting, too, going back to Napier real quick, 3-0 count, right? At that point, she has the green light looking for that pitch right down the middle, and she makes them pay for it.
Yeah,
right?
she's got the green light period. And like I said, if she gets her pitch, she's got to swing hard at it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just it's just a gift. And that time, again, she laid one right over the middle of the plate, and Ella did exactly what she was supposed to do.
Down in the dirt, 2-0 now to Zaley Strange with Brooklyn Sloan on deck. County leading 8-0 now. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt, making it 3-0.
You know, we just not had that kind of power. You know, Kayla Rucker was the last good home run hitter that we had here, and and nothing like what Ella can exude. Again, she's probably one of the best hitters that we've ever had here.
Counts 3-0. Well, it's going to hit her regardless. So she'll end up down at first.
So officially it goes down as HBP then, right?
Yeah.
Bring up Brooklyn Sloan.
Okay, I must say the music that they're playing as the girls are walking up is
probably Brooklyn's favorite
interesting.
song, whatever that song was.
I don't even know.
They can definitely hear us.
I don't even know.
I love Brooklyn.
So Brooklyn Sloan and an RBI, and going to be pulled foul. So first pitch swing for a foul ball down the third baseline. We'll send Strange back to first. Sloan back to home plate, pick up her bat, and try again.
She tomahawked that ball into the left field just a touch, but if she could wait just a touch, keep those hands inside just a little bit and drive that into the gap, that's what she wants to do. But she is a pull hitter.
Here's the 0-1. Oh. Swung in the dirt on that one for strike 2, but the runner will advance.
Need to take her golfing in the season, show her why. Don't swing at that pitch.
That's what you just said, you hear. It's hard.
She's listening to us.
It's hard if you golf and you swing a bat. It's
it's
they
there.
mimic each
she
other.
She don't play
at
golf
times.
much though.
Oh,
she
laid
learned.
off of that
she
one.
learned.
Yep, and Zaley Strange will go down.
Good.
Third.
Yeah, and that's just Zaley being a smart base runner. There were times where I wanted to use a runner for her last year, and I said, nope, she's smarter than whatever speed I can put in. She's smarter than that speed is.
1-2 now the count. There's a strike.
That'll be 3.
That will be 3.
And that's the looking variety.
So out number 1, that'll bring up Briley McIntosh, the first baseman.
Gave on that pitch up. Gave up on that pitch just a little bit too early. Dropped right in there.
Grounded out, but was able to pick up an RBI. Her first plate appearance. There's a shot, and it's going to be caught by the second baseman, the line drive.
Tay smoked by Briley that time, but right to the second baseman. Did not have to move an inch.
No, literally
just
right at
boom.
her. So Alyssa Price, the second baseman.
Was hit like a rope.
She's a junior for the Lady Owls. She's going to miss to Susie Barber for ball 1.
Again, if Susie gets a ball up at the zone where she can hit, she's going to hit something hard. So I've never seen her hit too much, hit them easy.
Here's the pitch. Going to miss. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count to Barber. Presley Eplin on deck. If Barber manages to get on base. 2 outs. 2-0 pitch count. Get down in the dirt. 2-1 now. The Lady Pirates have scored 2 runs here in the inning. Scored 6 in the first.
But back-to-back outs here in second has kind of slowed them down a little bit here.
Here's the pitch. Gonna miss. Gonna go down to first.
And Eplin takes the catcher's gear off now. Yeah, she'll bat here with 2 outs, runners at first and third. I'm sure Barber will be going at some point here early.
She had a single. A run scored her last plate appearance.
Slow roll to the shortstop that beat out.
Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt. The runner will go to second. So Barber will take the base.
Forces off.
Pitch is going to miss for ball 1. So 1-0 now to Eplin, catcher for the Lady Pirates. Going to miss high. 2-0.
Zaley's really kind of trying to push the issue there at third base. I like it.
Two balls and no strikes. Runners at second and third. There's a shot, pop flying to the infield.
Could be trouble.
And they'll make the catch. That'll be Alyssa Price. They'll pop up in the infield for out number 3. Lady Pirates will leave a couple stranded. However, they will pick up 2 runs. They'll lead 8-0 as we head to the top of the third inning here. I need to switch us over here real quick, and we'll be right back on the Powell County Sports Network.
At Powell County Farm Bureau, James Dennis and Anna Tipton offer unmatched dedication and personal attention. If you're looking for a specific insurance product, they offer auto, boat, church, commercial, earthquake, farm, flood, health, home, life, mobile home, motorcycle, umbrella, and more. If you need it insured, stop by and see your insurance company. That's Powell County Farm Bureau. Big on commitment. Located at 170 Court Street in Stanton, or call them today at 606-663-2222. That's Powell County Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more.
You are not alone. Call Mountain Comprehensive Care Center today at 606-663-3336 or visit our Stanton Clinic at 369 North Main Street. You're listening to PCSN.
And welcome back here to senior night here at the Powell County High School softball field. As we move into the top of the third inning, Powell County scoring 2 in the bottom of the second with a home run from Napier, a 2-run homer. So that will bring up Lila Spence for Owsley County. Be 8-9-1 for the Owls. I believe they're changing batters. Actually, they're going to be out of order if they bat this way.
That
should be Spence
correct.
up.
Yeah, it should be. I don't think they've not caught it, have they?
They haven't, but I'm sure Powell County will catch it. Or I've caught it anyway, but I don't count. Again, we threw out the runner going to second base, so it should be Spence up to bat.
It should be Spence up to the plate. Instead, it's going to be the 9 spot. Carly Creech. Big ball 1 to her. I'm kind of surprised they didn't catch that swing and a miss.
Well, if you're Powell County, you don't want to catch it yet.
Yeah, I'm with you.
If you say something now, they can change the batters and be fine. But if you let them, if they
Play
get on
through.
base, then it's going to be an out if they challenge.
Here's the 1-1.
Nice curveball again from Schick.
Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Carly Creech, the right fielder for the Lady Owls. Trailing 8-0 here, top of the third. Here's the pitch. Miss on the inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I know I caught you. I was with you on that. 2-2. Down on the dirt. Take the count full. That's the first time we've gone. Nope, just the second time, though, pitch count has gone full. Get Kylie Schick on the mound for the Lady Pirates. Here's the 3-2. Going to get the walk. They're not looking. Every time they look this way, so anyway, Lily Thomas up to the plate. Runner at first, swing and a miss for strike 1. Struck out her first plate appearance.
So Creech will get the walk, and that wasn't challenged in time. So guess what? It's
Try
to give them heads up. They're looking now.
0-1. Well, they'll catch you now, but There's a pop fly in the infield. Should be easily caught by Napier. And it will throw back to first. And going to be safe at first. Well, that was close. So the infield fly for out number 1. I'll bring up Alyssa Price. Struck out her first plate appearance. So Creech over at first with 1 out. Top of the 3rd. Powell County leading 8-0 over the Owsley County Lady Owls. Girls softball. Pitches low for ball 1. On deck, the pitcher Lauren Gay. Runner at first. Here's the pitch. Swing
Pretty
and a
pitch.
miss. That was.
You know, that's the thing with Schick. If she could throw that pitch consistently, I've done why she could be really hard to handle. That was a really nice pitch. Not that that's not a pitch that a hitter's going to be able to touch much right there.
And just a 7th grader, so I
Yeah.
mean, she's got a lot of uptick, doesn't she? I mean, high. As I said, uptick, then what happened? It
Right
went high.
right at me. I'll brag on her. She throws it at me.
2-1. And on the high pitch, it's going to get by.
Turned into a nice afternoon after they were calling for some really bad weather around game time. And
Yeah.
right now, knock on wood somewhere.
The pitch, swing and a miss.
Took a little bit off that fastball to get that over. Nice job.
2-2 now. Creech down at second. 2-2 count with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Schick. Gonna miss low, gonna take it full. That's 2 batters out of the 3 that have Schick has faced that have gone full. And we had 1 through the first 2 innings. So 2 in 1 inning here. Take a timeout here. Coach Christina Powell.
Now they're going to talk about the order, but it doesn't matter now because it's already they had to let another batter go through.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what the rule says.
Yeah.
They can't fix it at this point.
No, you missed that opportunity.
Yeah. So once, I mean, they may go back and change it. I don't know.
I don't see how you can.
I don't think you can.
No.
But I'm not saying this is one of those deals where see if the umpires know what they're doing.
Well, yeah. See if they pass the test. Right.
Sometimes I could be wrong too, but I don't think I am this time.
I mean, too much has happened, right? Too
much action.
Too much has passed at this point to,
Yeah.
to go back and say, hey, you got out of
Well,
order and the first batter was.
Once you skipped her and they reached base and you didn't challenge on the
Yeah.
next batter, the lineup is then set. So it would just continue on with this inning, and
Yeah.
Spence just didn't get in at bat.
No. They're going to say she's out.
Yep, I thought they went back and might do this. So now they will be in the correct order.
So that's out number 2 now to Creech.
So they call her
And
out,
Price.
out of order. Yeah. Now the order is set, or is it?
It is, yes.
Yes, since
Yep,
that
we're
runner
good,
made
we're
the
good
out.
now. Obviously, Spence didn't get her second attempt, but yet they're still back in order.
Yes, yes.
So it's a full count to Alyssa Price, the second baseman, number 2 hitter in the lineup here. Nobody on the bags. And there's a strike. Going to get the strike out there for out number 3. So Owsley County will come up empty here in the top of the 3rd. They'll trail 8-0. We'll take another break here on the Powell County Sports Network.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy, Marketing Manager at Appalachian Wireless, here to let you know that upgrading has never been easier. Bring your own device or trade in your current device to get connected to the region's best network and to start saving on today's latest smartphones. No matter how you upgrade, we've got a solution just for you. Visit us on the web at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Toyota South in Richmond is moving forward. Family owned and operated since 1915. Meet General Manager Charlie Johnson.
I was raised right here in Powell County by my grandparents. They taught me to be honest and treat others with courtesy and respect. And that's what you can expect from me. I would like to personally invite you to take the short drive to Toyota South in Richmond. Whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle, as General Manager at Toyota South, I will make your short drive well worth your time. Come see me soon at Toyota South in Richmond.
Toyota South in Richmond. Online at toyotasouth.com or call their friendly staff at 877-605-4326.
You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Powell County High School softball action, your senior night for the Lady Pirates. Again, in the bottom of the top of the third inning for Owsley County. No runs, no hits. No one left on base. They had a runner or a batter out of order. Now their orders are back to correct, and we are at Kylie Schick for the Pirates. And it'll be Emma Risen, Schick, Risen, and Kincaid scheduled up here in the top of the fourth, actually third. I'm an inning ahead of myself because of the
Yeah, me too.
batting around in the
Yeah, I had to just mark mine out just like you did.
first inning. It took me a second to catch it again. So again, be 9-1-2. Kylie got a nice double to lead up at the back end of the order. First time up.
2 RBIs.
2 RBIs on the play. Again, I'll try and say about as she got the double, is she shows me a lot of promise, a lot of potential. And that, again, another 7th grader. She's got good size. She's got good power. A couple of players don't line up. They're not really young. Promising young players. I think that this team has got a window to be pretty successful here in the next few years. If they can solidify, a couple of positions and, get Kylie some work in the off season.
So it will be Kylie Schick, as David mentioned, stepping up to the plate. Pitcher for the Lady Pirates here, waiting on the umpire.
She's ready to bat, but there wasn't an umpire back here.
Nope.
She can do it. You can get everything set with the line. I think there's some changes being made on both sides. So,
Yep.
Thank you.
So the designated player is out for the Lady Pirates.
So that means Emily Reed may get a chance to bat.
If it comes
That's the
around that way,
flex.
right?
Yeah.
Kylie Schick with that double and 2 RBIs, her first plate appearance. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, she has the issue. I think she's one of those kind of players, too, that likes to pull the ball, but she's better off just use that power, go to right center field. Of course, that's one of my pet peeves as far as hitting. Got too many pull hitters in the world. I'm talking about even professional sports as well.
Here's the 0-1. There's a shot base hit down
paid
the
off
third
this time, though.
baseline. Gonna stretch it out to a double.
Oh, yeah. Easy double.
They're going to have her come on. They're going to
Yeah.
send her home.
And, that was a bobble in left. She didn't pick up the ball. So we'll give her the inside the Parker, I guess, or a double and 2 base error.
I think it's an error.
Okay, so we're going to double 2 base error. Run scored nonetheless by Schick. That one, again, right down the line. I didn't bring my sunglasses tonight. Shame on
No,
me.
me either. And you know what? I'm not quite sure that she did based on my angle. I'm not so sure she touched third.
No.
Do you think she did?
No.
I didn't either. Yeah, I don't think she missed it.
Missed it. About
Significantly.
this much.
Yeah, enough, right?
But no challenge, nothing
No.
happened. So a couple pitches made now, no challenge available.
Now stepping up to the plate, Emma Risen. Should be 2-0, isn't it? Or did I miss
2-0.
No, that's what I thought. Just making sure.
Yeah, the scoreboard, they said it's causing some issues. It's got a really bad delay for some reason.
Low 3-0 now.
They'll put the number up and it doesn't go up immediately. It kind of hesitates. I don't know. I know our basketball scoreboard sometimes does that. It's the remote sensor. Sometimes it doesn't pick it up, I think.
All right.
But, don't know how you
Here's
fix
the
that.
3-0. She's going to get the walk.
All
Nice
right.
at bat on 4 pitches there. Now they'll bring up Maddie Kincaid.
And Emma's a terror on the bases as well.
Maddie had a single, a run scored, and then reached on an error, and eventually a run scored as well.
Really dangerous when you put runners on in front of Napier.
9-0 is the score. Oh, that was a good
Raised
pitch
up.
and a good swing.
Raised up. Got to stay down, drive through the ball.
0-1.
She was looking at the lights in left field on that swing.
Risen took off down to second, so runner in scoring position for the Lady Pirates. There's
Like
a grounder.
perfect. That's a perfect
Yep.
way to hit right there, Maddie.
Right field. She'll get the single and the
RBI.
RBI.
So if she listened to this broadcast later on, that's how you do it. You stay on top of it. You just drive it the other way, and just perfect execution of her, Maddie.
Ella Napier, a double, an RBI, and a run scored, and then a home run with 2 RBIs her last plate appearance.
That's going to
Gonna
fall.
drop.
Oh, it ain't.
Nope.
Oh, it did.
And it will.
Yeah, she
She's
got
out
it.
on the force. Not a
Well-
lot that Kincaid could have done on that one.
Not a thing you can do about that one. I guess you could just keep going and hope she misses it because you're going to be out pretty much
right.
anyway.
Yeah.
That one just a bad break. Goes to fielder's choice for Napier. And that'll bring Zaylee Strange to the plate.
Interesting song choice for her. Gonna miss high for ball 1. Of course, you're only getting a snippet of the music there. Not necessarily playing much of anything. But an interesting choice nonetheless. 1-0 with 1 out. Napier over at first. Swing at what would have been ball 2. Instead, it's going to be strike 1. Not take anything away from Lauren Gay, the pitcher for the Lady Owls.
Stand right in there.
Yeah. Here's the 1-1. Slow roller, and it's going to stay fair.
Yeah,
Probably could have let that one go, maybe.
it was on
right?
the way. It was on the way to
close.
foul. But, it could have stayed fair.
It could have,
I'm
yeah.
down through there, so.
So Napier down to second, Strange over at first.
Zayla pick up a hit here on senior night for herself. Now it'll be Emily Reed. She'll be batting now for Brooklyn Sloan, which the umpire told us before the game that the DP was dead. The flex player now batting that spot, so that's Emily Reed batting for Sloan.
She's the right fielder. Going to miss for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Grounder. And nice job that time by the first baseman, Layla Hoskins, for Owsley County.
Did a good job moving the runners. And now he got 2 outs. Give a chance to Briley, who hit the ball on a line last time up, the second baseman. First time up got a hit deep shortstop, so actually grounded at the shortstop.
Pitch.
Good eye.
Stay off of that one for ball 1.
Ella's come about halfway down the line, it looks like. That's the one thing about Ella that people don't realize. She is a really good base runner.
The Pirates leading 10-0. Going to miss ball 2, 2-0.
And would actually probably be a good runner on the track team because she's actually got good speed. You just don't realize that she's as fast as she is when you just watch her play.
2-0 count to McIntosh. Here's the pitch. Going to be down in the dirt, and Napier will easily come in. And that will send Strange down to third, so another run scored for the Lady Pirates.
That's one thing about it. You'd always tell the runners when you're coaching third base, it's kind of up to you. If you get a good jump, it's on you. That puts the score to 11-0 here in the third.
Going to miss. Going to get the walk.
So Briley will go to first base.
So runners on the corners.
Brings up Susie Barber again. And again, Susie walked last time and got a good single the first time. So
and a run scored back in the first as well. 11-0 now is your score. 6 runs, 2 runs, and 3 runs respectively for the Lady Pirates. Presley Eplin on deck if she gets a base hit. Going to miss on the outside for ball 1.
That's Zaylee saying, please throw it. Please throw it. By the time she throws it, she's going to say, please don't throw it.
She wants to score.
Yes, she does. I think that's the key for her.
Yep, stranded at third her last plate appearance. She's right back there again. See if she can't come across the plate. 2-0 now is the count to Barber, the left fielder. Here's the pitch. Going to be high. Going to get by. McIntosh will go down to second.
The old saying, what is it? She who hesitates is last. Zaley hesitated.
3-0 count.
But I would have been said don't go either. So
3-0 count. First base is open. Gonna miss high.
good eye
Another
by
walk.
Susie.
How many walks is that? 2, 3 walks
This
here in
inning?
the inning.
Yeah, 3 this inning.
Presley Epplin coming up to the plate.
Close misses, a little bit high on all the misses. I think have been an up variety. Catcher Presley Epplin up to the plate now. I like his kid. Again, they were nice enough to recognize her as a 8th grader. Didn't play 2 years now with varsity ball and didn't get one of those 8th grade nights they get here. So get down one time.
And going to make the catch on the pop-up for out number 3. The Lady Pirates will get 3 runs across. They'll lead 11-0. We'll take another break here on the Powell County Sports Network.
Parents trust the emergency department at Mercy Health Markham and Wallace Hospital when their children hurt. When an emergency strikes, we are right down the street and ready to help. We offer full-service emergency care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have X-ray, CT, and lab services on site for assessing, diagnosing, and treating patients quickly. The emergency department is a level 4 trauma center. You can expect expert care, quicker treatment, and improved outcomes. Choose the emergency department at Mercy Health Markham and Wallace Hospital in Irvin.
Allen's Hardware is a hidden gem in Clay City and known for their dependable down-home service. Visit Allen's Hardware at 30 Black Creek Road and you'll find Valspar paints, Echo Power Tools, electrical supplies, septic system accessories, key cutting services, and even U-Haul rentals. That's Allen's Hardware at 30 Black Creek Road in Clay City. To find out more, call 606-663-1122. That's 606-663-1122.
You're listening to PCSN.
Welcome back here to the Powell County High School. Softball action. Senior night here at the softball field. Next week will be senior night for the baseball team, Thursday or Friday. Right now it's Thursday. Friday's the backup senior night, but we plan on having both those games here on WSKV. For
Bath County and Montgomery County.
Bath and Montgomery in that order. So the Mason County game that was scheduled for next Wednesday at home has been moved to Mason County to allow Mason County to have a senior night over there. So kudos to Coach Spencer for making a switch so they can get their senior night in with home game. So
Coming up to the plate, leading off here in the 4th inning, number 5, the pitcher Lauren Gay, followed by center fielder Presley Gay, and then in the 3 spot here, batting 5th overall, the shortstop Paisley Marshall. Here's the pitch from Schick, swing and a miss for strike 1.
So this batter grounded out to Schick the last time up.
That was all the way back in the 1st inning.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the pitch.
Throw a little spinner again.
And I love the way that Presley Epplin behind the plate, though.
Oh.
When she catches that right, she is so
Yeah.
quick to bring that right
She
back
frames
in.
it so well. And mechanically, I don't know.
Yeah.
At an early
Yeah,
age, I don't know if they ever had a catcher be able to do what she does behind the plate, which is why we brought her up. One of the things we brought her up last year was her framing ability. She does such a good job of framing the ball for her pitchers.
And quick, very smooth. It's not
Yes.
jerky when
Yes.
she catches it, just slides it just right to the left. It's on that outside
It's
corner.
just a smooth move. It's,
Yeah. Because sometimes players will do that, though, and it's more like a
Jerk.
a quick move, and she's just very matter of fact about it. Here's the 1-2. Miss on the outside, 2-2.
You could tell that one she tried to bring back in. It's just kind of easier to tell.
Yeah. A little bit further on the outside, and therefore a little bit more distance to cover, right? In order
Yeah.
to get it back across the plate. 2-2 now. Here's the pitch.
Fairly
Swing and a
pretty
miss. And she's going to get the out.
I don't think she even dropped it, did she?
She did, yeah.
She did drop it? Okay.
She did drop it. So out number 1, that'll bring up the center fielder, number 29, Presley Gay.
Who struck out last time up.
Yep. On her first plate appearance. And your score is 11-0. The Powell County Lady Pirates leading the Owsley County Lady Owls here on senior night for the Lady Pirates. Miss Ball one.
You know, the thing that she's got to learn when she throws a wild pitch, like I just laugh about it and go on, come back and do it again instead of thinking about it too much.
Right.
You know, just kind of part of it.
1-0 count. Paisley Marshall on deck. I'll foul that one off.
Now, how hard is that when you see those last two pitches you just saw? You saw a curveball away, and then you get a screwball on your hands. That's something when she gets a little bit older, people do not want to deal with. So I'm saying that this kid has got tremendous potential with a little bit of work on her control and really spot those pitches. She could be even really good as a younger player.
Here's the 1-1. There's a strike. And even going back to that pitch, though, it was a nice job by Gay to even kind of fight that one off, right?
Yep.
She had a good bat swing around it, that speed to come around, even though she fouled it off. She had solid contact.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to foul off. That was just...
Yeah, because it jams you, right? At that point, there's a strike. Back-to-back strikeouts, excuse me. Bring up Paisley Marshall, the shortstop. Struck out her first plate.
She's doing a really good job with that curveball catching part of that corner of that plate. When it finishes up, it's not in the zone, but when it's crossing that plate, it's right there. That curveball is just late movement. It's just hard to pick up on. But when you're at the bat, it looks like it's away, and it just catches that corner.
So 2 outs here, top of the fourth. Powell County leading 11-0 here on senior night. 2 outs to Owsley County. Gonna miss high for ball one.
Again, that little spinner, that was a little bit harder on the up pitch, but still moving a little bit to the outside.
Marshall gets on deck. It will be Layla Hoskins stepping up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one.
I think that might have been a changeup. That had different hand action on that one than what I'm used to seeing, so I'd like to ask Brody later on what that pitch was right there.
1-1. Down in the dirt. 2-1 now. And again, even under those circumstances, right, you're able to come up with a solid pitch, and all of a sudden you follow that up with one that you didn't quite have the grip that you needed on that release in order to get good placement.
I think she hit herself in the leg.
2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 is the count now to Marshall.
And took a little bit off that pitch. I'm telling you, if you got a repertoire like she's trying to build, man, I don't think I've ever had a really could depend on anybody to throw 4 or 5 pitches like this.
2-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Schick. Miss, going to take the count full.
And, in this game, if you don't have the dominant speed, if you've got 4 or 5 pitches that all work, you can make it tough on some teams.
Full count. 3-2, base is empty. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch to Marshall from Kylie Schick. Going to miss high. Going to get the walk. Owsley County will send a runner down to first. Going to bring up Layla Hoskins. She had a single and was stranded over at third. Left-handed hitter. You want to foul one off down the... Do what now?
What grade is she in?
Hoskins?
Yeah.
Where am I at here? Let me flip my page here.
8th, okay.
Yeah, 8th grade.
She wasn't very big.
Here's the pitch. Foul that one off. Strike one.
Yeah, it's unplugged.
Not sure they're catching it, are they?
There's a scoreboard down there, I think.
0-1. Yep, he is. I see him there. Going to miss. 1-1 is the count now. Runner at first with 2 outs. Owsley County needs some runs here, trailing 11-0. Here's the pitch. Going to miss. 2-1 now. Two balls and 1 strike to Hoskins.
Let's go, Kylie.
Here's the pitch from Schick. Slow roller. And they're going to get they're going to call her out for a free
Just in
ground out.
time.
Yeah, just in time. That was close. So they'll leave one stranded. They'll come up empty here. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Powell County leading Owsley County 11-0 here in girls softball action. We'll be right back on the Powell County Sports Network.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? It's our promise to be more than a bank. We're your partner in growth, success, and community. From personal banking to business solutions, we're here to guide you through today's opportunities and tomorrow's challenges. This is Angie Rogers. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Stanton. If you would like to learn more, give me a call at 606-663-2283. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At Wells Funeral Home, we have years of experience caring for families from all walks of life. Each family comes to us because they know we are leaders in our profession, dedicated to excellence in service, and have the highest integrity. Life is full of opportunities to show someone we love them. One such opportunity is the funeral or memorial service. Such a loving event celebrates the choices they made, the relationship you shared, and honors the memory of your loved one. Together, we will create a fitting and memorable event. Contact us today to discuss the possibilities. Call 606-663-9480 or visit us at 777 West College Avenue in Stanton.
You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Powell County High School and softball action senior night here for the Lady Pirates. They lead after three and a half.
Yep.
11-0. So Powell County come out 4 runs this inning. They could end it right here in the 4th inning. But if not, we'll keep playing. Kylie Schick's had a good game from the circle, and she'll lead off here in the 4th inning, or the bottom of the 4th inning.
So Lady Pirates scored 6 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third. And as David mentioned, 4 runs away from this one being called if they can get the runs across. Regardless, at that point, though, even if the Lady Pirates do not get any runs across, it'd be up to Owsley County to at least get 1 across in the top of the 5th.
2
across, excuse me.
Yeah, 1 just would make it to 10.
10, yeah.
But the way Schick has been going, I'm not sure they can get to. Unless she walks some batters, then she could have some problems. But she's had 2 doubles thus far. Last time she came out to score on the air on the left field or let the ball get by, got the double. So she's had 2 doubles thus far, a leadoff double and a double to drive in 2. So it's had a good night at the plate, good night in the circle. We'll see what she does with bat number 3.
2 RBIs as well, along with a run scored.
Mm-hmm.
That's helping your own cause, right? That's kind of effort you're looking for, especially with 2 plate appearances, right?
Let me keep control my own game. You know, if I don't want to throw more pitches, guess what? Get it started here with the base hit.
Yeah, right.
You get it started here, get at the top of the lineup, get Napier back up, maybe Napier may end it.
Well, that's true. You're right.
Playing,
She'd
right?
be in the 4 spot. Yeah. Everybody gets on base and load them up and let her hit the grand slam to end it.
Let her get her pitches she wants, and she would put it out of here. But I tell you what, Schick's got that kind of power. I saw it a couple games ago where she drove one to the fence, and there's some young kids in this lineup right now. I'm telling you, Ken, that in the future, this may be a home run hitting ball club.
So here's Kylie Schick leading off the inning, the number 9 hitter. And there's a shot. It's going to be in the gap.
Another double.
Go all the way to the fence. They're going to hold her up.
I believe it would.
Yep. Good call.
And it's kind of like this. Why would you extend her? I mean, she's your pitcher. You don't want to get her hurt. Take an extra base. You get it done. You get it done anyway with the next batter. So,
and on one hand, her run doesn't matter at that point, right? Or get her that much closer.
Right.
Adjust. Wait on the ball and adjust.
Now stepping up to the plate, Emma Risen. Scored twice. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Kylie taking 3rd on the pass ball. Emma does not like the pitching.
Again, Lauren Gay is the pitcher for Owsley County. He's really done a nice job.
Yep.
Just an 8th grader. The pitch going to be high. 1-1 now is the count.
There's a speed where Emma likes it. It's in between what some of the better ones have and what some of like this pitcher has. Just a little slow, and that drop just gets her. She swings on top of it.
Here's the 1-1.
That's actually a pitch she may be able to handle, but she's so far up in the box it's hard to get that high pitch when it crosses you. It's not a strike at all.
Going to miss on that one. 2-1 now the count. Getting the leadoff hitter. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Just pulling off of it. Again, when Kincaid hit the ball to right field earlier, just stay on it longer, drive it to right field, make it a little bit easier on yourself.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Gonna pop one up. Third baseman should easily have it, and she will.
And that was definitely a ball that she could have handled and just got under the touch. Now, Kincaid, if you come up with the last approach he had last time, and just kind of wait on it, drive it the other way. It's really the easiest way to hit this.
Scored twice. A miss on the inside for ball 1. Missed twice, but her last plate appearance was able to get an RBI on a fielder's choice. 1-0. Slow grounder. It's going to be pulled foul down the third base line to even the count at 1-1.
Not much you can do with that pitch. The inside pitch, trying to hit it hard, all you're really going to do is foul it off. It's hard to keep your hands inside that pitch. Again, the approach I would take is just go up the middle, go the other way. Just keeps you back that much longer.
Here's the pitch. Gonna miss. 2-1. Ella Napier on deck for the Lady Pirates. See if Kincaid can get a hit or a walk, get on the base. Here's the pitch. Gonna miss on the outside. She kind of tracked that one a little bit more, didn't she? As far as following it in.
And that's one of the parts that you got to stand behind the ball a little bit better. Watch it all the way in.
I have 3-1 count. And right down the third base line, and it's going to be fair. So Kincaid will go down to first. And coming up to the plate is Ella Napier, who has scored all 3 times she's been up to the plate.
Yeah, thus far she's had a double, home run, and a fielder's choice.
Squaring around like she's going to bunt with 1 out. And the runner will go. So Kincaid down to second. Pitch was a ball to Napier. 1-0 with 1 out.
In a close game right here, I'd put her on, but the game where it is, just get her out. Right?
Here's the pitch. Sharp
Missed
hit.
that one, but a base hit nonetheless. Just
one
2.
run will score, and 2 will come across.
Yeah, that ball was definitely out the end of the bat. But guess what? The result, 2 RBIs and a base hit. Not too bad, right?
Not too bad. So Schick comes in, Kincaid comes in, Napier over at first with 2 RBIs.
That brings the game-ending run to the plate with Zaylee Strange. Got a base hit last time up.
A miss high for ball 1. She struck out, hit by a pitch, and a single. Twice, though, was stranded over at third. The grounder.
That's tough play.
And that will put her over at first, and that will send Napier down to second.
Give her a base hit on that, I think, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Tough play.
That was tough. That was going to be hard, even if she'd have gloved it clean. It was going to be close play at first.
Reed, the senior. The opportunity here to get a base knock and try to help her team out in this.
Runners will advance.
That makes it easier.
So Napier down to third, Strange down to second.
Now base hit of any length ends it, you would think.
Yeah, they more than likely send them both right. Going to miss on the outside.
Depending on how far out it is. The outfield's playing really deep right now. Any ball hit the right field, you could just run for days. So.
Yeah, that's true. Gonna miss. I've got it 3-0.
And a walk would put it in the hands of Riley McIntosh, who's hit it hard a couple times tonight.
Another senior as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's a strike.
But a good take. Again, not a pitch that she's going to really hit well, and a good take, so it makes it 3-1. They could bring her another one.
And it's going to get by, play over the first, and going to be safe at first, and the run will come in and will score. So Napier comes in, Strange comes in.
That's it. That'll end it.
And Reed will get the single and 2 RBIs.
Give her 1 RBI. That was there on that play as
exactly
well. On
right.
the first. So anyway, that should be ball game. 15-0 after 4 innings. This should be the ball game. And that's it. So officially it's now over. Reed with the base hit to end it.
To get everything straight. Let's do this. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and wrap things up here on the Powell County Sports Network.
Mercy Medical Clinic of Powell County, a service of Markham and Wallace Memorial Hospital, is personal primary care for you and your family. Receive the best care from highly trained physician Dr. Julie Kennan and family nurse practitioners Sandra McCoy and Felicia Estes right here in your community. Mercy Medical Clinic of Powell County, located on Irvin Road in Clay City, is convenient primary care with same-day appointments. Call 606-663-2153 to schedule your appointment today. New patients are being accepted. Trust Mercy Medical Clinic of Powell County. Friends and family caring for friends and family.
Hearn Funeral Home has been family-owned since 1939 and is currently under the direction of Hondo Hearn. They have proudly served the families of Powell County and other surrounding counties for over 75 years, helping them to celebrate with compassionate care, dignity, and respect at an affordable price. Contact Hearn Funeral Home for all your pre-planning needs at 606-663-4375.
You're listening to the Powell County Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Powell County High School, where we have concluded the game 1 here on senior night for the Lady Pirates. They win this game at 15-0 in the 4th inning with a walk-off hit by Emily Reed. So kudos to the Lady Pirates for getting the job done. The seniors all doing their jobs. I think everybody scored, got a base hit that's a senior. So after that being said, good job, ladies.
Yeah, nice job. They've won 3 in a row now, have the Lady Pirates. So, again, nice production yesterday against Jackson City, and then even tonight against Owsley County to improve for themselves here, as Owsley County had 1 hit, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit by pitch. Lady Pirates unofficially 14 hits, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks, 1 hit by pitch for those 15 runs. So, again, for the Lady Pirates, to get a nice win, especially on senior night. This is the last time that we'll actually see them during the regular season here, as they'll travel on the road before we'll have the district tournament coming up next week. I'll kind of tell you where we are real quick as far as their schedule going forward.
No, they got Bergen and another team on Saturday.
In a triangle. Yep. Bergen and Portland Christian at Bergen.
You have no idea anything about
12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Again, those games are at Bergen on Saturday. And then on the 12th, which is Monday, is that right?
Yep.
They're at Morgan County. On Tuesday, they're at Owsley County. And they're going to play consecutive days here. They're going to get off as Sunday at this point. So then on the 14th, they'll be at Nicholas County. On the 15th, they'll be at Berea. And then the game against Jenkins was canceled on the 16th. But that's a lot of games in a row there. The 7th, the 8th, they skip the 9th, the 10th, they'll skip the 11th, and they'll go 12, 13, 14, 15.
And then the 16th they'll play the district tournament.
And the 16th they'll play in the district tournament.
Yeah. Again, I don't love the start date just because it's the last day of the regular season. I know I complained about this a few years ago as well when I was coaching, but I understand what they're trying to do. There's a lot of graduations and different kind of nights coming up for all the schools in the 56th district. Therefore, they wanted to move it up. You had that opportunity to play it 1 day early and got approval from the KCCA, or at least they were working on getting that approval to move the date to Saturday. But it kind of puts you in a little bit of a bind, Ken, in my opinion, because, again, you don't necessarily want to play a game right before, taking a chance on maybe getting the kid hurt. Some people don't worry about it, but to me, that long of a stretch playing games for the Lady Pirates, May not be beneficial because you want your pitcher fresh for that Saturday. You want at least a day off, I would think. But if they that many days in a row, man, it makes it tough on your pitchers to go out there and throw that many games. Again, you got Witt that's out with an injury. Looks like Hannah Knox is going to throw some tonight in the JV games. That's good to get somebody else ready. I know she's pitched for us a little bit in the past. Also, you got Ella Napier, but you want her to keep her rhythm going on the offensive side. Not really worried about the pitching game, but they got several games upcoming that they can pick up some more victories. And actually, they could wind up above the 500 mark this season. So
9-11.
Yeah, we'll see how things turn out. They've had
tonight's win.
Again, when Schick is on, it's just hard for some people to beat her. So again, if she has an off day or whatever, then people do. Tonight, sitting back here, it was kind of like we played Paris one game where I think everything was working for her. We lost that game, but I thought she pitched really well. In this game, she really spotted it well. Had a couple walks in the game, but that was really her only damage. Only one hit. No, she gave up.
Yeah, and again, those 7 strikeouts to go along with that. And again, we're looking at Owsley County, a very young team. They have 2 juniors and a senior, and mostly 8th graders that make up a bulk of their team.
Yeah, and look at this Powell County squad as well, Ken. You got the 5 seniors, and like I said, they all did a good job tonight. But really, only one of those seniors plays on a regular basis.
Right.
And that being said, I think that what looks like an old roster, it really isn't as old as you think as far as the playing roster for the Lady Pirates. This team is, I really think in the next couple of years, I think they could have a program here. Again, kids can move, they can change teams, whatever happens in high school sports. But things stay the same. Keep the players you've got. This could be a pretty challenging team here for the next couple of years, maybe.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I'm going to switch gears here. The Pirates baseball team, they're at Perry County Central tonight. They'll be at Montgomery County tomorrow night. Then on Monday, they'll be at Fleming County. Wednesday, they'll be at Mason County. And then on Thursday and Friday, they'll host Bath County, and we'll finish out the regular season against Montgomery County next Friday.
And talking about the boys, they picked up a win against Owsley, but still allowed Owsley to score 3 runs. That hasn't happened a lot in the past. So the boys are not playing as well, have played a really tough schedule this year. And what you just read off is not easy. That's a tough stretch for these guys, and they've struggled. You just kind of wonder what kind of pitching you're going to see Thursday and Friday to close out the season, because I don't think you're going to see the top guys.
And they defeated Perry Central 3-2
earlier.
Yeah, earlier back on April the 10th.
That was at our place.
Yeah, correct. Yes.
Yeah,
that was here.
And they are, and Perry's a little bit down. I don't think our team is that bad. I just think we haven't caught on hitting as far as at all
not
this year.
Not consistently, right? Just not enough consistency going on there. And then again, we'll be at Montgomery County and then host Montgomery County to kind of close things out. I'm trying to look as far as Fleming County, where we actually are with Fleming County. Defeated Fleming County 3-1 here. You want to talk to him?
Yeah, Kylie Schick is back here with us, so we'll keep it right here and talk to Kylie just a second here. So you'll switch up, get the headset on, Kylie. Good game tonight.
Thank you.
Congratulations on a one-hitter. Unofficial what we have, 1 hit for Owsley County. And how many strikeouts did you have? 2, 4.
7 unofficial.
You're counting 7, so you're correct. 7 strikeouts on the night for 4 innings. What did you think about your performance tonight?
I think it was good. It could have been a little better.
So how many pitches are you throwing?
Per game?
No, as far as different types of pitches. What all are you throwing?
I have a 2-seam, screw, change, and fast.
You're not throwing you are throwing rise ball, or is it just a high fastball?
It's just a high fastball.
Okay, but it's working like a rise ball, though, right? So I know you're. I guess your curve or your 2-seam that's spinning outside. That's your 2-seam.
Mm-hmm.
I think Eplin had told me that in the past that your 2-seam was really moving well, and it moved all night long at least 3 to 4 inches. You got a lot of calls on the outside corner. Preston did a good job framing the ball for you, I think, on some of those pitches. Some of the kudos to your catcher. Got a little wild there, and what inning was that in? Third?
Third, yeah.
But you brought it back. You got a nice play again behind you, so your defense picked you up. Preston made it throughout the runner going to second. That being said, all about your pitching performance, and I think it's been really good. You've had some trouble at times with your control and maybe your confidence.
Yeah.
You think?
Yes.
I will give you one piece of advice as a former coach. When you get out there in that circle, don't worry about anything. Just throw it to the best of your ability. Because, trust me, I've seen a lot of kids play here, and as far as potential, you just relax and play because you could be one of the best we've ever had here.
Yes, sir.
So just keep on doing what you've been doing because it's been pretty nice.
I want to ask you a cool question. Your offensive performance, obviously able to help yourself out tonight. 3 doubles, get a couple of RBIs. You scored 2 of those times yourself individually. So talk about the offensive performance as far as even your approach going to the plate, being the pitcher and being able to help your own cause.
I think it's been better today, this game. I've got better hits, and I think as a pitcher, sometimes I could see like what her grip is and what she's throwing. So it's better for me. So like I'll know she's throwing a change to lay back on it. I know she's throwing a 2-seam to make sure it's going to go outside. And
so how quick are you pitching? See, now, so you're talking about stuff now that's pretty deep. When you can pick up the seams and where they're at, you're ahead of the game. Now, your batting average isn't probably what you would thought it would be this year. Again, don't forget you're a 7th grader, by the way. I forget that sometimes too. I see a ton of potential in as far as your offensive performance goes because I've seen times where you've got a lot of power.
yes.
I mean, it's just it is what it is. Normally, power hitters don't hit for high average. So if you don't have that high average, you ripping the ball to the gaps, you're hitting over the fence, so be it. Offensively, you don't have just a good pitching potential. I think you've got a really good potential at the plate as well. So
Thank you.
You ever pick up on anything that Ella Napier does, just kind of follow her lead, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me ask you this real quick as well. So obviously going forward a lot of games in a short period of time, what do you do in order, your downtime in that regard as far as getting that arm rest and make sure that you're not necessarily fatigued?
I do ice it a lot. Right after every game, I leave it on there, and then I put heat on it for like 15 minutes, and then go to bed and wake up. And I'll ice it in the morning sometimes and before school.
Does it usually give you any problems?
It has a little bit. That was mid-season.
Well, I will say this about pitching: if you have the right mechanics, your shoulder and arm shouldn't bother you. If mechanically you get off a little bit, that's when it starts to hurt a little bit. So, again, it's kind of like what was called walking, right? It's natural motion. So, underhand pitching in softball is really safe if you've got the right mechanics. So, keep honing those mechanics in, and you'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
And even with that being said, can you tell upon your release if it's going to be where you're wanting it to go or not? Are you instantly kind of tuned in that well as far as on that release what you think is going to happen at that point?
Yes.
I can tell, too. I can see it in her face.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You smile a lot when you pitch, when you make a good pitch, right?
Yeah.
But you get frustrated when you make a bad pitch.
Uh-huh.
Forget about the bad pitches, but throw the next one. It don't matter.
Short-term memory.
He's not
Exactly.
Yes, bingo.
Yeah, short-term memory. You're
can't
exactly
get too
right.
high, can't get too low. You got to stay on the level.
Well, again, nice job tonight. Pick up the win. You helped your own cause. 7 strikeouts, 15-0 win. And
3 hits.
3 hits. All doubles. So a great performance for you. Congratulations. Good luck
Awesome.
going the rest of the way.
Proud of you.
Yep, nice job.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Kylie. Again, don't forget, Kylie Schick is just a 7th grader here at Powell County, and I think her future is bright for the Lady Pirates. That kid's got a ton of potential. Looking at Brody smiling right now. Again, think about Brody. Remind you, Ella just broke the season record for home runs in a season. They set the career mark already. Did that last week or week before last, and kudos to Ella Napier. Again, this team right now is looking pretty good, looking pretty solid going into a week where I think they can pick up 4 or 5 wins and be over 500 when they hit district tournament time.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Again, our next broadcast will be next Thursday, Bath County against the Powell County Pirates, and then on Friday against Montgomery County next week. And that'll do it for the Lady Pirates during the regular season. For us, again, we'll be back next weekend for district tournament.
Times, check it out on ESPN. on WSKV's page.
Well, we're like the
ESPN of Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah,
but check
Eastern Kentucky. You're exactly right.
Check it out there on the page because times could change as far as who's playing when. But it will be baseball at 11 o'clock, softball at 1 o'clock, baseball at 3, softball at 5. Right now it should be Estill playing the first 2 and Owsley, Lee and Powell playing the last 2. But that could change with some events that are going on in some of the schools. So we'll have to kind of keep you posted on what those are like.
And let's hope the weather cooperates. Again, the weather cooperated here tonight for us after the rains earlier today. Glad to get this one in, especially on senior night.
Yes.
For the Lady Pirates. Again, the seniors for the Lady Pirates, Zaylee Strange, Mackenzie Witt, Riley McIntosh, Emily Reed, and Susie Barber. Again, I'd like to give a shout out to them. They all played really well tonight, to come in and pick up the 15-0 win over the Owsley County Lady Owls. So for my broadcast partner, David Faulkner, Ethan Moore, our videographer and technical support, Nevaeh Bridgeman back in the studio. This is Ken Simon. Say thank you for listening to the Powell County Sports Network here on WSKV 104.9 FM.
Thank you for listening, watching, and supporting Powell County Pirate Athletics. We also encourage you to support the community sponsors that invest to bring the live coverage to you. Visit the Powell County Sports Network page at listenlikealocal.com to find the most up-to-date sports broadcast schedule and all the ways you can listen to the game. Thank you for listening to Powell County Pirate Sports on the Powell County Sports